Clorox knows you want your clothes smelling fresh and clean, but so what happens? That's why we created Clorox fabric sanitizers to freshen up your clothes between washes, pre-treat extra stinky laundry, and make sure every last odor comes out in the wash. Clorox fabric sanitizers take care of all that and eliminate 99% of odor-causing bacteria. Plus, they're bleach-free and safe for all colors and fabrics. When it counts, trust Clorox.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with a medium extra charged coffee from Dunkin' for $2 with 20% more caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Adventure is calling in 53 Degrees North, Ireland's largest outdoor adventure clothing retailer, with everything needed to get outdoors in every weather, for every activity, for every adventure this summer. And in-store expert advice to get you started, with everything from wetsuits and kayaks to tents and hiking boots. Visit us in store in Blanchardstown and Carrickmines or online to get set for adventure.
SuperValue online shopping delivers convenience. And now with €15 off your first online shop over €75, we deliver value too. Or with our free click and collect service, you can pick it up in store, packed and ready to go. Shop online now at supervalue.ie. It's got to be SuperValue.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Welcome to Sporgy, the show that gives you half-ass sports fans giving their half-ass opinions. And now, here are your hosts.
Oh, we're back. It's number 140. I'm Chris.
I'm Rich.
I'm the Iceman.
Oh, July is finally over. That barren wasteland of sports. It's August. We all know what that means. The MLB trade deadline. And football. We'll get to that later. But I guess let's start with the MLB trade deadline. It's the most recent thing that happened. And yeah, I mean, should we start with the big moves, or should we start with the local team? What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, the I guess the big move would be at least as of right now, Greinke to the Astros, right? I mean, before that, it was announced a couple hours ago, because as we're recording this, I heard about it after 4 o'clock, after the actual deadline. The big move before 4 o'clock, and they announced the Greinke move to Houston, was Puig to the Indians.
And Trevor Bauer and his baseball firing ass go to the Reds.
Go to the Reds, yeah. So does that mean, because the Reds are, 6.5 out of the wild card spot, does that mean that this is them trying to make a move?
Maybe, because Puig has been underwhelming until recently, at least this season.
Well, the Indians' offense has been rather thin, and I think he has more home runs than anyone on the Indians as of right now. I mean, but they're in third place in the Central. I don't know.
The Indians?
Yeah, aren't they?
Who the fuck's in second? They got to be in second, because it's the White Sox, the Royals, and the Tigers round out the Central.
Hold on, we'll find out here. Oh, you're right. Second, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, they're only 3 out. Okay.
I'm like, did somebody stop sucking and I didn't pay attention?
No, I knew the Twins were in first. Sorry, I got the Indians mixed up. They are definitely in second. So, I don't know, man. I mean, that's a hell of a starting 3 on your rotation, and going into the playoffs for Houston. Whew, that's, man, because it's Verlander. Oh shit! Come on, we know his name. His name.
I'm blanking on it too. Damn it! No. Well, only there's a way we could look this up. Houston pitching.
The problem is I had it pulled up, and I got to find a new site, because this site reloads the page automatically, and yeah, I'm getting really tired of that, because then I'm sitting here scrolling up and down something that I had queued up exactly to where I wanted it.
Starting
CBS
pitchers,
Sports, you
Brian
suck.
Abreu, Garrett Cole, Wade Miley.
Garrett Cole. You have
Yes.
Verlander, Cole, Greinke.
Yeah, but I'll play devil's advocate here. It's not like 2012 Zach Greinke.
Yeah, but he pitched against. Okay, first of all, he's playing for the Diamondbacks today. He went 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, allowed 2 runs, and then they were like, "Oh, by the way, pull him out the game. He's been traded."
Damn,
Against
in the middle
the
of the game?
Yeah, same thing happened to Castellanos. They actually
but
pulled
didn't
him
he
out the
want
game.
that? Didn't he get his wish?
Oh well, we'll get to that because there's a lot there that I don't. I'm surprised the Tigers moved him, but we'll get to that. But yeah, so I mean it's. Oh, you got to remember, you also got rid of the waiver wire trade deadline. So this is it.
Really? When did that happen?
This is the first year.
Ah, so this is it. No more making moves. Didn't Verlander? Wasn't he a waiver wire guy?
I want to say yes. I
know
know
him
that
being moved in like mid-August.
Yeah. Part of the reason some of the talk on CBS Sports today was, well, a lot of it was about, not really thrilled with where the trade deadline is at, because if there is going to be no waiver wire trade deadline, shouldn't they move it back to like mid-August? August 15th, somewhere around there. So, I don't know. But, I mean, this is, how baseball is. They try some shit out, small steps. So, they might go back to it. They might move the trade deadline back next year. Who knows? But, yeah, as of this year, this is it. So, I guess they were like, well, if we're going to trade for him, we want him now. Like, the minute we trade for him, the minute the ink's on this paper, he's ours. Get him out of your fucking game. Mm-hmm. Which I can't really blame him. I mean, imagine if he's up there and he pulls something after they've traded for him. It's different if he does that in your uniform after you trade for him than if he does it in a uniform that in a game he should have been pulled out of.
Yeah, but I don't think Houston really needed the pitching, did they?
It could be the insurance in their eyes.
Well, I mean, I guess the rumor is Boyd from the Tigers to Houston, and Boyd would have been more of a, insurance policy. But what I'm gathering, this is all speculation at this point because we really don't know what's going on. I guess the only statement that's been released from the Tigers organization is that they're shocked that people are so underwhelmed at the return for the trades they made today. So I guess they were
bag of baseballs.
Well, yeah, what the fuck? I mean, we'll get to that. But I mean, I guess they were asking a lot for Boyd, and for what they were asking for Boyd, Houston was like, we can go get Greinke, and he's got a proven track record. And I mean, as long as they're willing to, I think he's making $30 million this year. So as long as they're willing to pay that, for the rest of the season, and it's a baseball trade. Who knows? Maybe Arizona agreed to pick up part of his salary. We're still paying on the Prince Fielder installment plan.
Yeah, and that's not hyperbole, folks. We still are.
We being the Detroit Tigers, that is.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah.
The Braves made some moves. They apparently are... I think the Braves are trying to go all in. I mean, they picked up Shane Green, and who else did they pick up?
They really shored up their bullpen is what they did.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, Mark... how the fuck do you say this name? Melancone?
Marty Cone.
But they did that guy a favor and got him out of San Francisco.
Yeah, but the person I thought was going to go from San Francisco was Baumgartner, and he didn't. So
my guess would be asking too much for not a lot of return.
I guess.
Because while he is their best pitcher, one to argue his best days are probably behind him. He's been inconsistent.
Let's see. I got a trade tracker here. Wow, Houston picked up Aaron Sanchez, a pitcher, Joe Benigni, Biagini, another pitcher, an outfielder, Cal Stevenson.
Oh, they picked up Martin Maldonado.
All for Derek Fisher. Let's see. I'm trying to see if
didn't go anywhere. There's rumors he was going to go from the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets pretty much stayed pat as far as I've heard, unless something else happened. Yeah, Houston picked up Maldonado. Yep, and
so it really seems like Houston, Cleveland, and the Braves.
Chris Martin, Braves picked up from Texas. He's another pitcher. Jason Vargas, in cash considerations, went to Philly from the Mets for Austin Bassart. So, yeah, I mean yeah, Braves. Braves, Houston, Reds. I would say are saying, okay, we're going to put our foot on the fucking gas pedal. Let's do this. Would you really consider the Cubs saying that? I mean, they picked up a left-handed pitcher and they picked up Castellanos. I mean, and Tony Kemp. I mean, is that like, they picked up David Phelps as well.
It doesn't really fill me a lot of confidence if I live in Chicago on the north side. They didn't make a splash, if you will, in free agency.
No, and that's one of the things that people were getting at is, with the trade deadline being it and this far out, teams are kind of like, are we really out of it? Do we really want to go all in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? I mean, for a team like the Tigers, it's a no-brainer. Get rid of the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can move them, move them. The fact that they kept Boyd, but I guess they had a right to ask a lot because he's still, whoever team he goes to, he's still under team control for the next 4 years, I believe. So if he keeps trending upwards, as long as he plateaus and he doesn't start coming down the other side of the mountain, then he could be a decent addition for 4 years. The fact that they kept him says they were asking too much, in my opinion, or they think they're going to really start a genuine rebuild in the next, they're going to be coming out the other side of this rebuild in the next 4 years, which I just don't see.
I read something that said they're going to use him as trade bait in the offseason.
Well, I mean, that's possible, too.
I don't know, man. Just Detroit teams, period. I'm not sure about the Wings, but all the other teams they all missed the fucking bus when it comes to trading. The Pistons missed it big time. The Lions missed it big time. Tigers, not really big time, but they missed it. Just Detroit teams just don't seem to do well in trades.
I think I read something that the Tigers have won 12 games since April 23rd. Maybe it's up to 14 after the last 2 nights, but still.
Well, I know that when they were at 100 games, they had won, 30 and lost 70. So they were going to have to win. If they won 12 games, they would tie the overall record for losses by a major league team, which is the Mets. I believe the 62 Mets at 120. If they won 13, they would tie the 2003 Tigers for the all-time record loss in the AL. And if they win 14 of their last games, then they wouldn't finish with the AL or major league record overall for worst season.
Well, if they're going to continue to average winning 12 games in 3 months, I mean, we're heading for historically bad, kids.
Yeah, and I don't think it's not getting any better. I mean, I don't see it. They're loading up on pitchers. They're getting prospects. They got the 13th and the 23rd prospect in the Braves organization. 13th or 16th, I can't remember.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's what. And I mean, the fact that they got anything for Castellanos, pretty much. That's the fact that they got anything for him is a slick move.
What does that say about the Cubs trading for this guy? I mean,
I have no idea.
haven't we talked about, didn't Todd talk about on his baseball podcast that had a whole 2 episodes, that, there really wasn't a market for this guy? He's not a performer? Or the Cubs just, throwing shit at the wall? Let's get this guy.
Well, Cubs, obviously, NL, he's not DHing. He's a defensive liability in the outfield. What are you going to do? Stick him at third? Stick him at the hot corner? Don't think so. Stick him at first. First baseman, you want to have some power. Yeah, he's leading the league in doubles, but he's also leading the league in doubles in the park that he talks shit about, that is built to where if you hit the ball in the little cracks and crevices of Comerica Park and you have any speed, you can get to second base. I mean, there was a few seasons where Brandon Inge was at the top of the fucking stat charts with doubles and triples because of the way Comerica Park's built. And, I mean, you remember good old Brandon Inge in the home run derby, don't you? Didn't hit one. Yeah. Okay? So, not talking a power hitter here. But
maybe it was an upgrade for the shittiest player on their team. They're like, hey, he's better than this guy.
I guess. I mean, it was obvious he wasn't coming back to Detroit. Detroit wasn't going to offer him arbitration. I mean, what if the arbitrator said, okay, $18 million, he jumps on it because he wants the money. Okay, so now they got to pay him $18 million for a year, and he's going to be bitching again next year about the park. Is that what the Tigers really wanted? So, like I said, getting anything for him, I think, is you have to put it in the win column. I mean, even if they'd have made him an offer, someone would have matched it, then they'd have gotten the picks because of that. The picks were pretty much equal to where these guys that they got from the Cubs were pretty much where they would be picking in the draft anyways. So, they're compensatory picks. So I don't know.
Good reason. Yeah. And he's fake. He was hugging his teammates after he got traded. He wanted to leave.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's necessarily fake, or he did make a statement. He said, I've been with this team in this organization since I'm 18. You can talk a lot of shit about someplace, but if you've only had one job, and you spent your entire career at that place with that organization, you know what I'm saying? You might talk shit. You might talk shit, but when you actually go to leave, you might be like, "Oh man, I'm never going to work with these people again." And it really wasn't all bad. So, just saying.
Are we revoking Joni Mitchell? Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say he's in a much better, at least this season, he's in a much better position to go farther than he was with the Tigers. So
yeah, he definitely a better shot of playing October baseball with the Cubs than the Tigers.
Yeah.
And how soon are calling it November baseball, by the way?
And the fact that, he was bitching and complaining about Comerica Park, which was interesting because so did Miggy joined in the chorus of the bitching and complaining. And the only thing I could think is, wait a minute, didn't you win a Triple Crown playing half your fucking games in this park?
You don't get to talk. You're not allowed to be in this conversation.
Yeah.
10 home runs.
And also, doesn't every other fucking team that comes in have to hit in the same park? Or do they move the walls in for them and then move them back when the Tigers come up to bat?
And
I don't think that's how baseball works.
Don't other teams love to come to Comerica Park because it's a hitter's park?
No.
You don't hear that bitching.
It's just sour grapes to me, is what it sounds like. Miggy's on the decline. He's declining a lot quicker than anyone, including, I guarantee, himself thought he would. And he wants to point the finger any place he can. I mean, we tend to forget, look, this ain't going to be a very popular statement, but yeah, the man was a once-in-a-generation talent to come here. He's probably the best player in our lifetime to play for the Tigers. But he's not without his faults. This is a guy who, the night before game, what was it, game 163, goes out, gets drunk, gets arrested. With the other team, by the way.
Has to have the GM come bail him out at 4 a.m.
Exactly.
And then plays like shit.
You know he was hungover during that game.
You can tell by the way he was playing. We were not getting 100% of Miggy in game 163. I remember watching that game.
October 6, 2009. Burned in my memory.
Yep.
Rick Porcello started. And you couldn't blame the loss on Porcello because he actually went out there and, as a rookie, fucking held his own. So, yeah, to me, it just reeks of sour grapes. This organization is in free fall, disarray mode, and I don't see it getting any better sooner rather than later.
Yeah, even Todd, I saw it on Facebook today. Even the guy who a month ago was talking about, the rebuild's going all right, pretty much was like, ooh, we have hit rock bottom, folks.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is it. You thought the late 90s and early 2000s were a rough time to be a Tigers fan? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning. I would not be shocked if this team, if they don't set the league record for futility this season, manages to do so in the next couple seasons. I just don't have. I don't have faith that I don't know. I just don't have faith that this is going to be like the Houston rebuild, where in 2014 they said, in 4 years we want to be a contender, and they were.
And let's be honest too. I think part of it is because Chris Ilitch is not as passionate about the team as his old man was.
There's that too, yeah.
This is another business he has to run. This is another set of P&Ls he's got to look at. I don't think he has the passion. Mike Ilitch was almost a Tiger. He was in the farm system for a hot second. So I don't think Chris has the passion that Mike did, and I think it's been showing since he's taken over.
What were you going to say, Earl?
I just honestly, guys, I swear it. I'm not making fun or poking. This is my honest belief. Detroit itself doesn't have enough people with any kind of money to pay to go see these people. So the Ilitches, the Fords, all of the team owners, they just don't spend their money on making a huge product to put on the fields because nobody's going to be there. We can't afford it.
You forget we're like a couple seasons removed from like 3 million people coming to Comerica every year.
Yeah, and I got to disagree about the Lions because we've seen historically bad Lions teams in the last 15, 20 years. And I went to some of those games, and there was a lot of people there to see a shitty Lions team.
Right, but I mean, how many times can you walk into a tire place and get a free Lions ticket? The Fords buy out the games.
Not anymore. What? Since they lifted the blackout rule, that shit doesn't happen as much as it used to.
Yeah, but once again, I mean, you still can get a free ticket sitting at at a tire place or your local store sometimes. Just walk in and be like, "Hey, go and get a bleacher seat."
Or it's football. And people like football and are going to go see it regardless. I mean, we proved that with the 0-16 season, sir.
Right, but what I'm saying is right now there's not a real good Detroit team other than the Pistons, and they're just meh.
To be fair,
if somebody put a lot of money into bringing a lot of talent to a Detroit team, I don't care which one, I don't care which sport, the prices would skyrocket. And then go to the game, Rich, because you ain't going to see half the people that were there before. They couldn't afford it.
Oh, I can tell you right now, the prices for Red Wings games at Little Caesars Arena, yeah. They ain't going down. Trust me. You want to sit center ice, sit behind the bench, you're going to pay a decent amount of cash. That ain't going away.
Yeah, and if they win, the prices will go up. Supply and demand. When everyone wants the tickets, you can charge what you want.
Even though apparently there was an article saying that some of the prices have went down for concessions and stuff at Comerica Park. And I'm like, oh, really? And then they get seats starting at $9 flat, no fees and all that shit for a week or two, and they still couldn't sell out the place. So
pretty much.
But yeah, I don't know. This is the beginning of the home stretch here. This is the mad dash to the postseason for baseball. And the one thing about postseason baseball is, and you can tell you from 2002 or 2012 and 2006, momentum's a motherfucker in baseball. And if one team has it and the other team's lost it, it's going to cost you.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, the Red Sox and the Yankees could tell you that story.
Well, yeah, but I mean, 2006 to 2012, I mean, Tigers pretty much marched right into the World Series and then sat around waiting to see who they were going to play. And then got swept in 2012 and basically had a 5-game sweep in 2006. It was a fluke they won that one game they did. And it was like, you got to be kidding me. You know? I mean, shit. Football, you want that first round bye in the playoffs.
You need that first round bye in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's to heal the fuck up, you know?
Yeah.
It's a long fucking season, man.
That's how New England wins their titles.
Exactly. Oh, shit. So, yeah. Any other moves? Oh, well, I mean, I will say this. The thing with Puig, I got to say this. Is this guy just a cancer in the clubhouse? Is it his story?
I mean, I remember him when he made his debut being rather asshole-ish with the quotes he was saying to the press and things like that in his first season.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, for the talent that he has definitely been moved around fucking a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, he's been inconsistent. I don't think well, first, I don't think he has amounted to what he was supposed to, and he's inconsistent. He's also not durable. Like, he was hailed as, like, the next coming of, like, Big Papi. And that has yet to materialize.
In other words, most likely to get shot. Yeah, I can believe it if he's that big of an asshole.
A drug dealer's wife.
You know, by the way, I have yet to hear any of the mainstream news sources that report on anything with Big Papi bring that up.
It was an accident.
Yeah, they're saying that he wasn't the intended target. He just was at wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, there was nothing influencing that news story.
So just saying, guys, we might want to start putting alleged in there. But
Sporgy. ChristopherMedia.net.
Everyone shouts about how fast their broadband is.
We're fast, mega fast, stupid fast, almost too fast.
But what do they say about reliability? Well, Dublin, with Virgin Media, you get both. Ireland's fastest broadband network and 99.9% network reliability. Reliability at speed. See virginmedia.ie.
Terms and conditions apply. Ireland's fastest broadband network as awarded by Ookla. Network reliability. See virginmedia.ie/proof.
SuperValue online shopping delivers convenience. And now with €15 off your first online shop over €75, we deliver value too. Or with our free click and collect service, you can pick it up in store, packed and ready to go. Shop online now at supervalue.ie. It's got to be SuperValue.
They always say you should seize the day. That's today, not a week next Tuesday. So if you've been dreaming of a new car, upgrading your house, or a wedding that'll wow Instagram, now's the time. And if you've a great credit score, Avantcard's offering Ireland's lowest rate on loans over 20k. Dream big, live now. Apply today at avantcard.ie.
Lending criteria, terms and conditions apply. New applications only. Info correct 10th of July 2019. Source ccpc.ie. Avantcard Act. Trading as Avantcard is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Sporgy.
So, we have football, and preseason camps have started up.
There will be football tonight. Hall of Fame game.
And let's try to take this in some sort of chronological order. I know we missed a week, but Odell Beckham just talking mad shit about his former team.
You know what? If I'm OBJ, I would too.
I'm kind of with you on this. I think he had a point. He's like, why else would a fucking 5 and what were they, 5 and
11?
Were they 5 and 11? Were they that bad? And they were getting national television games?
Yeah, because because of where they're from. It's a major market.
Yeah, but he also
it's
said
also who they were playing too.
Well, I thought he brought up a very valid point by saying, what you can count one of those reasons as me. And it's like,
not wrong.
Yeah, who the fuck else was on that team worth watching? You want to watch the ghost of Eli Manning?
No, Saquon Barkley. That's about it.
And he's the only show in town now there.
Yeah, oh, dude. Don't you think he's thinking, God damn it, I could have been a Brown.
No, he's probably thinking, I'm going to get the rushing title because I'm going to get the ball every fucking play.
He can stay healthy.
When he came out, I said he was the perfect mix between Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith. The power of Emmitt Smith and the speed and agility of Barry. No, I'm going to recant that. I'm going to recant that. He's just Barry Sanders like a motherfucker because he's going to be running all over the place.
For a shitty team?
Yep, because he's going to be like, oh, shit. Oh, no, I'm going this way. Oh, shit, I'm going to go that way.
But he is going to be New York's offense. Who do you got? Golden Tate, who's suspended for 4 games for getting caught with PEDs or some shit, and Sterling Shepard. What a receiving core you got there. I mean,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. The Giants have lost their top 3 receivers.
Yes.
One had 2 to injury, and then you said, Golden Tate, didn't he claim that he was taking a fertility drug, and only after he took it did he realize that something in it could come up as a banned substance, so he's appealing it?
Hey, whatever his agent told him to say.
I'm just saying. I vaguely remember hearing someone ejaculate out that story,
pun intended.
Yeah, this is what happened. It's crazy. Who knew?
Yeah, I wasn't on PEDs. I had problems getting my wife pregnant.
I mean, yeah. Which one do you want out in the press? Flip a coin? I'm shooting blanks or I'm juicing?
Oh, no. Definitely testosterone problem. Throw that out there. Don't tell him I was getting weak.
Yeah. Again, this is not the Golden Tate who won the Super Bowl. The Lions beat all that out of him.
Mm-hmm. The Lions were like, you're going to be Megatron. No, I ain't. Yeah, sure. No, I ain't. Yeah, sure. Okay, I am. No, you're not. Bye.
Essentially, hey, you're right. You're not. See ya.
Well, we've goofed on Odell plenty on this show, but I mean, are we all in agreement that basically he's right to strut his stuff a little bit on this one, to peacock a little bit about his comments about his former team?
Because I said it last year, probably about the same time, and I'll say it again. When he is healthy, when he is on his game, he is arguably the best receiver in the league.
He's a bad man. There's no doubt about it. But and I think a big reason he's talking mad shit about his team is because where he's at. He is now put on a team that for the longest time was just a laugh. But now they have a team that's like, oh shit.
And they have to succeed, right, with the moves they made?
Oh, they got to.
It's playoffs or bust. You went and got Odell Beckham. You got Kareem Hunt, which all his off-field shit aside, his on-field shit is great. You still have Nick Chubb. You got Jarvis Landry's in number 2.
Jarvis Landry. Yep.
It's playoffs or bust if you're the Cleveland Browns.
You got a bad defense.
I think the problem that they're probably worried about the most is the egos in that fucking locker room.
Yeah, and if you win, everyone loves everybody. You lose, it gets ugly.
Yeah, if they start off like gangbusters and then they hit a rough streak and the finger pointing starts behind the scenes, that could turn into an ugly situation real quick. real quick. Because we all know that, if Odell doesn't want to, he ain't going to play nice.
Yeah.
So, Baker Mayfield it hasn't exactly been tested yet.
I can't believe I'm about to stick up for the Browns here. But, if Freddie Kitchens was able to do with that team what he did with the players he didn't have, look the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because didn't they not lose after they fired Hugh Jackson?
I don't think they did.
That would be a no, Cotton.
No, they didn't lose after they got rid of Hugh Jackson, or no, they did lose?
No, they didn't lose. They won their last 6.
Yeah, so with the shit pile he had, he went 6-0. And now they've just added, they're stacked. So they should go 16-0.
So, okay.
14-2.
Slow down, Ice. Slow down. And no, I'm not calling Earl Ice this time. I'm calling Chris Ice.
Oh, I'm aware.
I'm just saying. Because I do think that the Browns are going to be the bandwagon sexy pick. I do think a lot of people are going to jump on that bandwagon and say, they're the new hotness, the team to beat, et cetera, et cetera. Oh. And all I can say is Belichick and Brady are still in New England.
Yep. Yeah. And by the way, they're shining up their most recent Lombardi.
Well, and not just that. All bullshit aside, there are some amazing defenses in the NFL. We're back to that point now. The Rams, great fucking defense. Chicago Bears, immaculate defense. There's some tests that he's going to have to pass, that whole team, period, is going to have to pass. And not just on defense. There's offenses, too, to test the Browns' defense. The Chiefs, come on now. If Dallas can get their shit together, Dallas is another one that has a great offense. Antonio Brown, sorry about your luck. The Raiders traded every fucking buddy, and you're just stuck, Hoss.
Maybe he's what that team needs.
Uh-huh.
Well, as long as Derek Carr is still the quarterback, have fun.
Derek Carr has not been Roethlisberger, I'm just saying.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. He is not Big Ben.
Well, I have noticed a small group of people who are saying that Mahomes is his last season is going to be his best season in his career, period. He's never going to match it again. Now, I don't know.
That's extremely hard to do, my friend.
Yeah, I can get behind that. Just if looking at the numbers, those are going to be hard to replicate.
Touchdowns?
Well,
but Rich, you said it a long time ago. There was no tape on Mahomes. There was no way to prepare for him. There is now.
Yeah, and he's also in fucking camp throwing no-look passes left and right still. Like, it's his thing apparently now. Like, his peripheral vision must be off the charts. Like, seriously, no bullshit.
Okay, so he could throw a no-look pass. Yay.
Okay, but it's kind of hard to read as a defense, as a fucking cornerback, whatever. The quarterback's eyes when he's looking one way and the ball goes another way with fucking precision and speed.
Yeah, and speed. Yeah, power. He could throw that fucking rock. There's no doubt.
I'm just saying, I think while I agree that he may never match the numbers, I think if he has a MVP type season and goes on in that same season and win a Super Bowl, he's eclipsed last season.
And let's not forget too, he's mobile as hell.
Oh my God!
He's young.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of time.
He's coming into his third season.
He doesn't have to run the gauntlet of dealing with Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, Roethlisberger in their primes. They're in the twilight of their careers. Even though it seems like with that signing that who did the Saints just sign, the record contract for a wide receiver?
Oh, Michael Thomas, $100 million, 5 years, $61 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
God.
So they're all in. They're all in. They're like, look, we're gonna make one last push before we put Breeze out to pasture. So, but still, I mean, you know, he is. I mean, who's he coming up with? Dax,
Jared Goff,
Carson Wentz, Andrew. Oh my God, I just stubbed my toenail, so I can't play. Luck. I mean,
I have no luck. Him.
I mean, guys, Andrew Luck was playing college football in the early 2000s. The man is 30 now. Okay, you know, yeah, he came in and he did a respectable job of taking over for Peyton Manning, but I think the fact that he can't keep his ass on the field is starting to be an issue here. And he's got another injury already this season.
Damn, really?
Yeah, lower leg injury. They're talking to him and he goes, I can't really comment, you know, blah, blah, blah on what it is, but I've played in a lot more pain than I'm in right now with this injury. And it's like, yeah, here's the problem, dude. It's not that you have a nagging injury. It's the fact that you always have some type of injury. You know, Tiki Barber said it today. He's like, part of your job as an NFL player is to remain healthy. If you can't do that, either because you just have bad luck, poor conditioning, no work ethic, then you're not good at your job. And it be maybe through no fault of your own.
Des Bryant, looking at you.
Is he signed anywhere yet?
No. In fact, I'm looking at a headline that says he's not retiring, but he has no interest in playing football right now. So that could mean no teams offered him anything. That's what I'm taking from that.
Right. Come on, Lions. You know you need it.
Well, I'm just saying. I think personally, this is just my opinion. I think it's a lot easier for people in the sports world to be negative because out of 32 teams, 31 of them aren't lifting the trophy at the end of the season. So it's a lot easier to say that, you know, oh, he's peaked, he'll never do this again, because the odds are he probably never will. But to say it and act like you're some like Nostradamus or some shit, it's like, no, dude, come on, man. You're just playing the odds here. I mean, that's all you're doing. It's like going to the casino and betting on the house. You're going to win more often than not. Okay? Like, and no one's impressed with your ability to naysay somebody who the odds were stacked against them in the first place. At least I'm not. I'm not like, oh, boy, that person really knows their shit.
No, he came in and just did almost an impossible feat last year.
With that shitty defense?
Well, I'm just saying, the other two people that did it were Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, there was the one game last year where I was sending you guys screenshots of the TV with the names of that he was on a list with. It was ridiculous.
Dude, how many times last season in the group chat did we get, and this is a question for Earl, how many times in the last season in the group chat did we get a message from Chris going, I think we may be watching the start of the next GOAT?
Yeah.
It was like an every other week thing to the point where it was just like, I can't even. And then I saw that no look pass, and I was like, I can't even argue with that shit, man.
But the kid was off the chain. But Rich, you seriously, you said this a long time ago about somebody completely different, and it was the truest statement I ever heard about football. There was no tape on him. I think it was like Aaron Judge in baseball, the Yankees.
Yeah, yes, it was.
They didn't know how to pitch to him.
Mm-hmm.
But let them get some tape, let them watch, and I'll guarantee you it won't be the same. And you were right. But you were right throughout the sports, because whenever somebody new comes onto the scene, like, you know, Mahomes, he just explodes, and people are like, oh okay, yeah, okay. We'll see you next year. So, this year coming up, I do not expect Pat to have any kind of records, and if he does...
I say, what if he does?
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, I'll say this. Like I said, I don't expect a record-setting season every year. But if he has an MVP type season plus wins the Super Bowl, when his career is over, if you say what was your best season, and that's the only Super Bowl he won, he'll probably go, the year I won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, let's be honest.
I won't fault him for it either.
Do you think that Tom Brady's going to sit and reminisce about 18-1 when they do a football life when he's 55? You know, because he set a touchdown record with Randy Moss. No, he's going to go, no, I got 6 Super Bowl rings. That's what the fuck I'm going to talk about. Oh, and how I was, pick 190 something or whatever the fuck he was? That's what he's going to talk about. Yeah. Every team in the league had a chance to have me. Every team. And they said
199, no. Tom Brady.
Yeah. Every team said no.
50 picks away from being Mr. Irrelevant.
Yep.
Which, by the way, Rich, he's only 13 years away from being 55. He'll be 42 this year.
God, Jesus. So wait a minute. So when I was 19, Tom Brady was 18, going to U of M, starting his football career in earnest.
August 1977. His birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Tom! You got birthday this weekend.
And I was sitting. Let's see, where was I at 19? I was sitting in a Freightliner with my dad driving across the country. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. All right. Well,
what year did he start at U of M?
Was he there in 90? No, he wasn't there in 97. He didn't.
Well, if he's born 77, he's 2 years older than me. So 95 would probably be his freshman year of college. 95 or 96.
Oh, just getting out of high school.
Wait a minute, 96? I was 19. No, it was worse. Hey, I was at Matt Hockenhull's house sleeping off the hangover. Earl might have been in the next room sawing logs. Because we just kind of had a flop house for the summer. Ooh, that's even worse. Jesus. All right. Well, good times. Well, anyways, Jesus, Lions fans, seriously, y'all, you task me. You absolutely task me.
Where's this going? Could be anywhere.
I can't. Who's the defensive lineman they signed who was with Green Bay?
Harris?
No, not Snacks.
Oh, you mean the recent one?
Yeah, one that got $9 million for a 1-year contract.
Isn't it Mike something?
He wanted to stay in the NFC North so he could have a chance to go against the Packers for letting them go.
Mike Daniels?
I think so.
Yes.
It's either that or Frederick Jones.
No, it's Mike Daniels then. Oh my God, the bullshit hype that has started here locally on Sports Talk Radio. Oh, it's gonna be the best Lions defense since blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, you understand? Hold on. Let me put this stupid baby to bed for you Lions fans, okay? Because I want to point something out. All right, so Lions first 6 games. Okay, Cardinals, Chargers, Eagles, Chiefs, Packers, Vikings.
I just heard 1-5.
Thank you. You better win that Cardinals game, and you better steal one of those games. And here's something we haven't said in a long time. Their best bet's probably the Packers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Cardinals, I don't know, because they just drafted that kid out of Oklahoma.
That's true. We are talking about what was it? The
Sam Darnold last year looks like an MVP candidate. Game 1 against the Lions, Monday Night Football.
Yeah, Sam Darnold also
for the Jets.
win the Heisman.
I know. I'm just saying, just a wet behind the ears boot rookie came in and tore up the defensive genius Matt Patricia's, team on Monday Night Football. And here they are going to the Cardinals to open the season, and it's a trap game right out the gate. Because they have to win that game. They have to. If they lose to the Cardinals, they could go 0-6. And it's over. It's over. There's no coming back from that. So, how these fans get called in and, this is our year. This is our year. And I'm like,
I'll ask these people, great, with what offense? We had the greatest defense in the NFL in 2012? And we had the best receiver in the league. And we did dick with it. Our number one receiver is Marvin Jones. So let's say you do have the best defense in the league. How are you scoring points?
Two of your best players aren't even signed. Snack Harris and Quandre Diggs.
I mean, okay, let's go past the first 6 games. So they got the Cardinals, the Chargers, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Packers, the Vikings. Then they play the Giants. That should be a win. They go out to Oakland, play the Raiders. That should be a win. Then they go to Chicago to get ass fucked by the Bears.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Then the Cowboys come in to run Ezekiel Elliott up their ass and down their throat. Then they get the Reds.
What I'm saying with the Giants, we historically can't stop the run. I wouldn't count that as a win. I'd count that as a maybe.
Okay. Then you got the Redskins. Then the Bears come in. They get 4 days after playing the Redskins to get ready for the Bears on Thanksgiving.
Ouch.
The Bears coming in with that defense, looking to make a statement. All football eyes on that team. I think that's going to be ugly. That's going to be another ugly edition of Thanksgiving football for the Detroit Lions. Then they get the Vikings, and then, oh, God. I'm not even going to pencil this in. I'm going to put it in ink. They're going to get a win against my Bucks, so I'm going to have to hear that shit for another couple of years. Then they get the Broncos, and they end the season with the Packers. Now, you tell me with that schedule I just read to you how you think this team is going to get in the playoffs and make a deep run.
I do not.
Because they're going to go 14-2.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 2-14. I'm sorry, 2-14.
Yeah, there you go.
Their wins are going to be against the Raiders and the Buccaneers. That's it. Yeah, just saying, folks. That stop it, Lions fans. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. I feel like Don Zimmer. I embarrassed the team. I embarrassed myself. I embarrassed the league. I'm just embarrassed.
No, I like Don Zimmer and everything, but I feel more like playoffs. Playoffs?
Exactly.
Playoffs.
That's what you win a game.
And then, it's kind of a pivot on an old classic, but the people will call in 97.1 being like, but they had a good practice. Like, practice don't win you games.
Practice don't count.
All right? Yes, exactly. No one's keeping score. Remember the 0-16 season? They were the preseason champs, 4-0, baby. What good did that do when they started keeping score for real? Nothing.
Wait, so we were 4-16 that season.
Yeah, see? This is a Lions fan. That's a Lions fan.
But we had John Kitna.
Yes, exactly. You had John Kitna. Exactly.
Nothing else needs to be said there.
Who was the Bengals quarterback in 2005? Got injured against the Steelers, and they brought in Kitna because Kitna was the backup.
Wasn't it Andy Dalton?
No. That's way too far back for Dalton. He went on to play for the Cardinals, I believe.
Andy Dalton was probably still in high school in 2005.
Pop quiz. Somebody cue the Jeopardy music.
Do do do.
Who can go?
Carson Palmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say him. I forgot he played for them.
This is what I say about Kitna, and I've said it ever since I've seen This America's Game. When Palmer got injured and the Bengals started talking shit about the defensive lineman rolled into him on purpose to blow his knee out, and oh shit, Joey Porter goes, they cut to the interview, and he's like, I was just about to feel sorry for you that you lost your starting quarterback. And you want to talk shit to me? I know you don't think you're going to win with Kitna. He's like, so I'll be the bad guy. I'm glad he's out. I hope his knee's fucked up and he can never play again. Like, he just went raw. And it's like, well, there you go. Yeah, Dalton didn't come into the league to 2011. So, but yeah. Yeah, good times. Good times.
Sporgy.
ChristopherMedia.net.
SuperValue online shopping delivers convenience. And now with €15 off your first online shop over €75, we deliver value too. Or with our free click and collect service, you can pick it up in store, packed and ready to go. Shop online now at supervalue.ie. It's got to be SuperValue.
They always say you should seize the day. That's today, not a week next Tuesday. So if you've been dreaming of a new car, upgrading your house, or a wedding that'll wow Instagram, now's the time. And if you've a great credit score, Avantcard's offering Ireland's lowest rate on loans over 20k. Dream big, live now. Apply today at avantcard.ie.
Lending criteria, terms and conditions apply. New applications only. Info correct 10th of July 2019. Source ccpc.ie. Avantcard Act. Trading as Avantcard is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
SuperValue online shopping delivers convenience. And now with €15 off your first online shop over €75, we deliver value too. Order before 12 noon and you can get your shopping delivered the very same day. Shop online now at supervalue.ie. It's got to be SuperValue.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Sporgy.
Hey, when does Hard Knocks start?
I think next Wednesday. I want to say next Wednesday. So that's going to be it. That's going to just be interesting because I just don't give a fuck. I just want to fucking hear Gruden doing his Grudenisms and just. Now, I don't understand. You get in this space and you don't know what to do with yourself. You know, just like, just going the fuck off. Because that's all that's going to happen. I mean, does anyone think that, seriously, guys, all bullshit aside, you think the Raiders are going to make a run at the playoffs this year?
No.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
I just want to see Antonio Brown and Vontaze Burfict meet. Hey, remember when you tried to kill me in a playoff game?
Yeah, but it's kind of fair. That's what you're supposed to do in football. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, Antonio Brown was knocked out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's what you're supposed to do, and then there's what Burfict did. Burfict was playing like it was 1978. Oh, ahead! Come here.
Back when you're allowed to hit people?
Well, not just hit people. I mean, he went straight for the decapitation. He went for the get the fuck off the field hit.
Hey, you play to win the game.
I'm not out here to make friends. Oh, man. So, all right. Any other interesting little things you guys have heard preseason?
I got to tell
rumblings?
you, the NFL Top 100 voted on by the players themselves. I've watched this from the first time they ever did this shit. I've got to tell you, I have a lot of issues with this year's list. A ton of issues. Aaron Donald, first time ever a defensive tackle is number one.
Being Aaron Donald?
Whatever. Here's the thing. Tom Brady isn't in the top 5.
I don't think that's correct. Is he in the top
10?
Is,
yeah, he's number 6.
Is he the number 1 quarterback?
No.
The
number 2 guy is Drew Brees. Number 4 is Patrick Mahomes.
No, all right. Yeah. This list is now suspect.
And then number 6 is Tom Brady.
You got Drew Brees ranked before Mahomes for this season? Come on.
Uh-huh.
I'm willing to admit, I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but I'm willing to admit last season was probably, for both Breeze and Rivers like an what's it, an aberration, an anomaly, whatever you want to use. Like 39-year-olds don't generally play at that high level. Sorry, Tom, but I don't see Breeze or Phil Rivers replicating last season, quite honestly.
Out of 100 players, the Lions only got one, and that was
Stafford?
Darius Slay. Darius Slay.
I thought Matt was elite.
But he's not even good now. Dude, Dak Prescott didn't even get on the list.
He's had one good season. Did one good season and one season. Amari Cooper saved his ass last year.
Carson Wentz is 96.
That's fair. Has he been healthy a full season yet?
No. Julian
He's on the
Edelman is
list.
number 90.
No. He's at least a top 25, I think.
Cam Newton is 87.
That's about right. His wardrobe, though, is number 1.
Right? Jarvis Landry, 84.
He did play for Miami.
Geno Atkins, 79.
I don't know who that is.
Defensive tackle, Bengals. Never mind. Kirk Cousins, number 78. Gerald McCoy, defensive tackle, Buccaneers, number 75.
That's one of those. He's still in the league?
Here. Number 73, Minnesota Vikings, Stephon Diggs.
No, he's higher than that. Come on.
No shit. Number 69, Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan.
Wait. They said Gerald McCoy he ain't with the Bucs anymore. He's with the Panthers. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
But this is last year.
Oh, okay. They're going by last year's team. All right.
Oh, okay. I grossly misunderstood, but still.
Eric Ebron, Indianapolis Colts, number 66.
The touchdown machine.
Amari Cooper with the Cowboys, number 64. Larry Fitzgerald with the Cardinals, number 60.
For last season, yeah.
AJ Green with the Bengals, number 58.
That should be lower for last season.
Mike Evans with the Bucks, number 53.
Well, I think it's supposed to be take a look at last season and predict where they're going to be, how they're going to do this season. You know what I'm saying? Based on last season.
Well, based on last season, they're voting who's the best in the league. Most feared, best quarterback, receiver, running back. At number 50 with Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield.
I mean, look.
That's the halfway point. I'll give him that.
Number 44.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead.
Did he do it for a whole season, though? He wasn't a starter at the beginning of the season.
No, he wasn't.
I mean, like...
It was number 5, like Tyrod or something like that?
Yes. Thank you. I mean, like, if he had won the starting job out the gate and had a strong whole entire season, I could see him at 50. I'd put him a little bit lower, but that's just me. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Number 44, Pittsburgh Steeler, Big Ben Roethlisberger.
But he's number 1 at getting his way in a stall.
He's lucky to be in the top 50 after last season.
I'm all right with this one. Number 40 from Philadelphia Eagles, Zach Ertz.
No, because he's one of the top tight ends in the league. And now that Gronk's gone, he could be the... Well, no, there's Travis Kelce still there. But he's definitely number 2.
I have a problem with the 30s. I'm going to go from 39 to 31. Are you ready? Number 39 with the Bears, Akeem Hicks. Number 38 with the Chargers, Keenan Allen.
No.
37 with the Jets, Jamal Adams. 36 with the Chiefs, defensive end, Chris Jones. Get ready. You're going to be pissed here in a minute. Number 35, Packers, Devontae Adams. Number 34, your Chargers, Melvin Gordon. Number 33 with the Vikings, Adam Thielen. Number 32 with the Rams, Jared Goff. Number 31 with the Chargers, their safety, Derwin James. Number 30, the safety of the Bears, Eddie Jackson. The fuck out of here.
Names should be in the top 25.
The fuck out of here. Number 23 with the Browns, OBJ.
Where's Khalil Mack fall in all this?
I'll tell you in a minute. Number 21 with the Chiefs, Travis Kelce. Are you ready? Number 20 with the Colts, Andrew Luck.
Get the fuck out of here. How is
Not
Andrew
kidding.
Luck ranked ahead of Travis Kelce?
Number 19 Chiefs, Tyreek Hill. Number 18, Cowboys, Zeke Elliott. Number 17, Chargers, Phillip Rivers.
Old man Rivers.
Number 16 with the Giants, Saquon Barkley.
No way. He's a top 10 guy.
No shit. Number 15, Bobby Wagner with the Seattle Seahawks. Number 14, from the Saints, Alvin Kamara.
Top 10 guy.
Number 13, from the Saints, Michael Thomas. How the fuck did he get in the top 20? Number 12, from the Texans, JJ, I'm fucking hurt Watt.
Yeah, that could be his reputation getting him that.
Fine, but he's got to stay on the field.
Because he gave all that money to the Hurricane people. It got him in the top 10 or top 12.
Number 11, I agree with, from the Texans, DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, imagine if he had a serviceable quarterback thrown to him.
Well, let's get to the top 10. Number 10, from the Broncos, Von Miller.
All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Number 9, from Atlanta, Julio Jones.
He's never.
I'd take DeAndre Hopkins.
Julio can't get into the end zone, Jones?
Yeah, I was going to say, he is not a touchdown machine.
That's why I said I'd take DeAndre Hopkins, but whatever. Number 8, from the Packers, Aaron Rodgers.
Not last season.
That is a ranking strictly on his career reputation.
Yeah. If we go by last season, he's not even in the top 50.
No. Number 7, from the Raiders, Antonio Brown.
I mean, when he's on his game,
you can't
top
cover
5.
Yeah, you can't cover him. Number 6, from the Pats, Tom Brady. Number 5, from the Rams, Todd Gurley. Number 4, from the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Number 3, from the Monsters of the Midway Bears, Khalil Mack.
I agree with that.
Oh, I do too. That motherfucker. Ooh. He turned the entire team around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and then number 2 is Drew Brees with the Saints, and number 1, Aaron Donald with the Rams.
I don't know if Aaron Donald's... he's the best defense player in the league, but the best overall? I mean,
Well, he did get 20 sacks last season.
Yeah, but, I mean, if we're basing it on last season, I mean, again, I think Mahomes got jobbed.
I don't know, number 4 for being like his his first full season, wasn't it?
Yeah, but again, it was historic.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like he came out and, hey, he did better than we thought. No, he came out and he did better than, like, most of the people at his position.
Right, but he didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but the guy who won the Super Bowl is 2 spots below him.
Yeah, I know. I was stunned. I'm like, how the fuck is he not top? He's the fucking GOAT, greatest player in the NFL history.
Well, I guess we need to keep in mind that people who vote on these, get hit in the head a lot. So there's that.
Right. Well, like, number 100 from the Rams is their safety, Eric Weddle. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, exactly. That round of indifference said it all.
As far as name recognition goes, look at number 93 from the Steelers, linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Yeah, that's Big Brother helping you out. Like, literally, his big brother, not the figurative Big Brother.
Yeah, this list, I don't get it. There's people that aren't on this list that deserve to be. There's people that need to be up that are way down here. Brandon Chubb, the linebacker from the Broncos, is 82.
Well, dude, you got to remember, these lists are always there to get people talking, to get people debating and arguing. That's what these lists are for. I mean, that's just all there is to it. So we're doing exactly what they wanted with this list.
Oh, they got it, because this is some bullshit. Jason Kelsey, center for the Eagles, is 72. C.J. Mosley, from linebacker from the Jets, 71. Come on now. T.Y. Hilton, receiver, Colts, 70. How the fuck is Matt Ryan 69? Get out of here.
Well, a name that you did not mention, but he's come out and apologized to all fantasy football team owners who picked him last season.
Because he wasn't on there. He didn't play.
You know exactly who I'm going to say, don't you, Chris?
The New York Jets.
Le'Veon Bell. He said, if you pick me this season, I'm going to bring you the championship. Sorry about last season.
You held on to and held out.
I had a thought the other day that God damn it. It validates something you said last season, Ice, but I've heard a lot of people talk about, he's missed a year, he's going to lose a step. Who knows? And I just keep thinking, maybe not. He took a year off from getting the shit beat out of him. Might be to his advantage. I mean, I guess I'd have to know, did he keep working out?
All I know
doesn't matter if he did or didn't, because he went from Big Ben to fucking Sam Darnold, dude.
Yeah.
All I know is I said the same thing about Adrian Peterson and was promptly told to shut up by Adrian Peterson. So
yeah, that's true. He did have a renaissance last year. Trust me, Rich, I probably joined in with you and went, yeah, he's old, hasn't played in 2-3 years, whatever.
Now, Le'Veon Bell is going to be Saquon Barkley in New York.
Yeah, that's another guy. The playbook's just going to be an arrow pointing to him every page.
New York's going to be
some defensive moves, though.
None that are sticking out big time in my head. But so what you guys are saying is that New York's going to be the running back capital of the 2019 season.
Yeah,
pretty much. Oh wait, they picked up Jamison Crowder. Hand him the title. Not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see the Jets looking like necessary roughness. He's going to run behind the ref and blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Why am I feeling that about somewhere between a third to halfway through the season, Chris is going to level another moratorium on himself picking the Jets to win?
All right. Optimism's high. It's high as it's been in a while.
I'm just saying, I can see it. No, I'm done.
I'm Jets
not
free.
Doing this to myself. I'm Jets free.
Fuck the Jets. Fuck Bell. Fuck them all.
Oh, I'm just happy we're talking about football again. And not it'll be back in 6 months.
Well, we can continue to talk football, but we can pivot to college football because there's a whole lot of bullshit being talked about what's going to happen in Ann Arbor.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, first of all, they got to stop, and I mean this with all my heart, with this Block M making people rate the Wolverines so high in these preseason rankings. End of
did
story.
Those come out? What? I didn't hear. What? Tell me.
Hold
what
on.
were they ranked? 1, 3?
I do believe.
Let's go Alabama then Michigan.
Let's see. Oh, really? Of course I meant preseason. Why are you making me type that in? Oh,
yeah, but
off.
College has become the mini NFL. Every season we start with, we said today, Belichick and Brady are still in New England, so they're still the team to beat. Yeah, okay. Well, Nick Saban's still in Alabama. They're still the team to beat.
They're still the professional amateur college football team to beat.
Right.
Okay, here's top 25. Boise State, Northwestern, Missouri. At 22, Michigan State. 21, Virginia Tech. 20, Nebraska. 19, UCF. 18, Iowa. 17, Auburn. 16, Wisconsin. 15, Utah. 14, Washington. 13, Penn State. 12, Oregon. 11, Texas A&M. 10, Notre Dame. 9, Texas. 8, Florida. 7, LSU. At number 6.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, my God.
Michigan.
You can't beat Ohio State.
Number 5, Oklahoma. Number 4, Georgia. Number 3, Ohio State. Number 2, Alabama. Number 1, Clemson.
Say all those teams in front of Michigan again. Say all the teams. Read 5-1 again.
Oklahoma, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson.
You are saying Michigan is in the same company as those teams? Get the fuck out of here. What team were you watching last year?
This is according.
It's rhetorical.
This is according to NCAA.com. This is what they say about Michigan at number 6. It has to be this year. If Jim Harbaugh and Michigan are going to beat Ohio State, it will be this season. The Buckeyes won't experience much of a drop-off with Ryan Day as coach, but with Shea Patterson back and Donovan Peoples-Jones and Nico Collins leading the receivers, the offense should be more explosive. Defense might not have as much star power outside cornerback Lavert Hill, but defensive coordinator Don Brown is one of the nation's best.
All 5 of those teams would skull fuck Michigan if they met them in the playoffs.
I don't know who, because it was 2 weeks ago. And because we ended up skipping the week, I forgot the guy's name, and I just did a quick Google search, and I can't find it. But he's a respected person in the world of college football. He's predicting them to go undefeated this season, win a national championship.
Michigan?
Yes.
The University of Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Wolverines?
Yeah, not U of M Flint?
No,
U of M
Dearborn Heights. U of M Dearborn, that's it.
We're not talking about Madonna, right? U of M? No?
I mean, I have to look up their schedule.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. All right. So. Oh, fuck off. Really? Even U of M's website is high maintenance. You have an ad blocker.
First game, Middle Tennessee, win. Second game, Army, win. Third game, Wisconsin, flip a coin. Rutgers, win.
Oh, that's a loss. Rutgers is gonna Scarlet Knights just all day, baby.
Iowa.
I'm just saying, Middle Tennessee sounds a lot like Appalachian.
If Middle Tennessee wins, I will never hear the end of it from my family who follow football in that fucking state. I will never hear the end of it. That's just all there is to it.
Iowa, flip a coin if they're like they were last year. Illinois, that's a win. Penn State, that's a loss. Notre Dame, loss. Maryland, win. Michigan State,
it's in Ann Arbor.
Flip a coin. Indiana, win. Ohio State, in Ann Arbor, loss. Enough about this schedule says undefeated to me.
Yep. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I would put Wisconsin as pretty much a coin flip. I'll give them Iowa if they're at home. Penn State, nope. Notre Dame, nope. I know somewhere there's a Wolverine fan going to give birth to kittens for this one. What's your record against Michigan State? They had a historically bad season and you won. You just find ways to lose against that team. I don't care that it's in Ann Arbor. They have not, on Harbaugh's watch, dominated Michigan State enough for me to even think that they have, you know what I'm saying, a chance of whooping State's ass in this game. So I'm going to put that under coin flip. Indiana win, and Ohio State, forget it. When I went to go watch the game last season, and I came out of my bedroom after watching the game, and Aaron was standing there, and he goes, "So how'd your game go?" I looked at him and said, "How'd the fucking Bay of Pigs go?" And poor Aaron was like, "Okay, because let's be honest here." He's not a sports guy, and he's never really seen me like get worked up. And I was just like, I can't fucking believe this. Vegas had them by 13, and they got dominated. They got raped on national TV. Oh,
so you got to be careful. Don't write Maryland off. The Terrapins are actually coming up. It'll be close.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm just saying. I get it. I understand the desire to look at Michigan and go, proud tradition, long history, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But that doesn't mean shit in the here and now. And the carte blanche that is given to Harbaugh leaves me shaking my head constantly. I just don't get it. Like I listened to about 2 hours, almost a solid 2 hours of 97.1 talking about this college football expert predicted him to go undefeated and win the national championship. And I'm going to say probably 1 out of every 6 or 7 callers who were Michigan fans it was about 1 out of every 6 or 7 were even slightly critical of Harbaugh. And I'm like, it's shit or get off the pot time. It's been that for me. But this season right here, there's no excuse. You got almost every fucking rival game at home. I don't know if they consider Penn State a rival per se, but you have Notre Dame at home, you have Michigan at home, or Michigan State at home, you got Ohio State at home. You have Ohio State with essentially what could turn out to be an intern head coach until they go get their next big head coach. Because you know that's going to happen unless Ohio State just runs the table and wins a national championship and he buys himself some breathing room. Because Ohio State is like an Alabama. They want that name head coach.
Penn State was part of the revenge tour.
Yeah, but I don't think they really consider them rivals. I mean, you talk to... First of all, you talk to diehard Michigan fans, and they're going to list it as Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan State. And that's going to piss off any Sparty to no end because they're going to be like, you have to win in a rivalry sometimes. What's your record against Ohio State going back to the early 2000s? How many wins you got? 1? 2? How's that a rivalry? That's a sometimes you show up to the game. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's an owning.
You know, and State is, you know, the team that does have the countdown clock till they play Michigan in their fucking locker room. So obviously State feels that they're a bigger rival. And I'd say at this point, yeah, because Ohio State's out of their fucking, out of Michigan's, they're outclassed by Ohio State, period, end of story. By hook or by crook, it does not matter. Ohio State is just an all-around better team and is the fucking shining jewel in the Big Ten, period, end of story.
We all watched that game last year.
You know. So, yeah,
Yeah, with Daddy Meyer gone now.
No, Uncle Urban.
There's a chance.
Uncle Urban's not there. No, like I said, this could just be basically a one-season tryout that turns into a single-season intern head coach situation with Ohio State. Because I'm dead serious. Ohio State is going to get that name head coach if they got a chance, period. They're not going to run with Ryan Day unless Day goes in there and fucking runs the table. And maybe if they end up in the national championship game, even if they lose, as long as they don't, it's not an embarrassment, they'll keep him on for a couple of seasons.
I would say if he's in the Final Four playoff, he would stay.
At least for a few seasons. He bought himself some breathing room, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think he has to totally win the championship, but if he's in the Final Four, then I mean you've done something.
But let there be a big name head coach in a couple of years looking for a job.
Sporgy.
ChristopherMedia.net.
SuperValue online shopping delivers convenience. And now with €15 off your first online shop over €75, we deliver value too. Or with our free click and collect service, you can pick it up in store, packed and ready to go. Shop online now at supervalue.ie. It's got to be SuperValue.
Our business needs vans, lots of vans, and Europcar meets our day-to-day needs all across the country, providing our company with the ideal selection of small, medium or large vans and trucks, and even bespoke commercial vehicles delivered directly to our premises.
From our 22 nationwide locations, Europcar supplies Irish businesses with an unrivaled range of vans, 4x4 pickups, 4-seater commercial SUVs and double cab tippers. With 9,000 vehicles in our fleet, there's no demand we can't fulfill. Europcar, moving your way.
Sometimes you've just got to get some quality me time. Like right now, when you get away for a few hours to Kildare Village, because we've got hundreds of new arrivals, including new boutiques like Sandro and Maj. Escape to Kildare Village and get front row ready for a new season with a new look and a new smile on your face. A little me time goes a long way at Kildare Village, where there's something extraordinary every day.
ChristopherMedia.net.
Sporgy.
And not that I'm a hometown guy here or nothing. I just want to say I'm very, very interested in what happens with KU football. Just saying. I really want to see what happens this season.
Well, yeah, you got Les Miles.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
and I mean, if we talk about Harbaugh bringing in recruits and everything, I mean, not for nothing, Les Miles is a pretty big fucking name.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Michigan was salivating at the idea of getting him for a long time. They wanted Les Miles before certain people wanted Les Miles before Rich Rod. Yeah. A lot of people wanted Les Miles over fucking Brady Hoke.
Mm-hmm.
You can believe that.
And then they wanted him before they got Harbaugh. Like the last 3 times Michigan has changed coaches, his name has come up each time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So no, hey, he's legit. But
I just really want to see how legit.
Yeah, especially taking a program from a school that's not known for football and putting it on the map. That'd be a huge deal.
Right, because I mean, yeah, he's Les Miles, and his record speaks for itself, which is a hell of a record if you look at it. But he was at LSU, and that's not a school you just want to dismiss easily.
Oh, no. And you could argue LSU has fallen from grace since he left.
LSU has fallen from grace since he left. There's no argument there. They're not even close to a contender now. So, I mean, with the name recognition and, KU is a basketball haven.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You say Kansas, you think basketball.
Oh, absolutely. The NBA Champions has a KU alumni, Van Vliet. So you think KU, you think basketball, you don't think football. So it's going to be very interesting to see what he could do, what he can draw in there, and how well of a job he can do. With the school that's just not football savvy. Yeah, they have a team for football, but meh.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does with it.
Right, because Barry Sanders is from Wichita, Kansas, but he went to Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State, that is.
Yeah, it seems in this part of the country, if you're good at football, you go south or north.
Yeah, so Barry had a lot of chances to go to college here in state, and he didn't. He went down south. So I'm just putting that out there because I don't know. Now we could say arguably the greatest running back of all times didn't go to college in Kansas. So I just want to see what he can do with a college not known for it.
I heard when KU came to Barry, he was like, I don't play basketball, right?
Well, I mean, here's something that as a Wolverine fan, it hurts my heart to say this, but you can't sleep on D'Antonio. The man has proved over and over again, even when he has a historically bad season for that program, that he can just right the ship. I say it every season, and I mean it every season. I can't think of a coach in my lifetime who's done more with less in college football. Yeah.
If he's got a shitty offense and he knows it, he will just shore the fuck up out of that defense.
And that's why I every fucking season since Mike Hart had to do. Sometimes you got to let your little brother win. Sometimes you got to beat his ass, when you're playing basketball with him. It's just like, I don't know why that comment has stuck around for over a decade, but it really has stuck in his craw.
Because it's like, oh, you're letting us win? Well, check this shit out, bitch. I could see why it would motivate him. Oh, you let us win. Oh, well, fuck you too, Mike Hart. How's your NFL career doing? Oops.
It's mighty Caucasian of you to let us win. Appreciate that. Yeah, I have to look at it this way. If the Wolverines go 10-3 and win a bowl game, I can tell you I'm going to have to deal with another year of Harbaugh. And I personally think it's college playoffs or bust. See ya, dude. That's just how I feel about it.
Contract work if you are in the shitter. Is it still a lifetime contract?
But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. First game's August 31st. So, and I swear to God, if I hear a repeat of, he missed the field goal, I'm burning anything even close to maize and blue. that I own. Seriously, I just I'm done.
And if you're a State fan, you're burning a couch.
Throwing it off a balcony. Hell yeah. I'm a Michigan State student and I love to drink.
She was not wrong. I went to some parties at State.
Oh yeah. Can you pop your top? Sure, you're in, slut.
I've been in parties on both of those campuses. Holy shit.
My visits to Michigan were lame. State had a way better time. They take themselves less seriously.
The only two schools that I wish I had partied at in my prime here in Michigan are Western and Central.
Oh, Western.
Well, first of all, the nickname for Western is Wastern.
Wastern. Dude, I did a semester there. You ain't got to tell me.
I live down the street from that place.
I'm just letting our out-of-state people know. You know, I actually had a buddy who got recruited there to play hockey and I think lacrosse as well. And if I remember correctly, he's like, I had fun from what little I remember. And I'm like, God damn, dude.
And it's funny, too, Western's the alcohol school, and at least when I was in college, State had the rep as the pot school.
Well, it's an agricultural school. So.
Yeah, well.
They're all going there to learn.
Not State, that's Central.
Oh, Central, okay. Well,
like
I remember
went there joked that they gave you a bowl at orientation that said fire up chips.
Well, I remember a time visiting a certain friend of mine who went to Oakland University and walking in with 2 cases of beer and getting checked through by the student who's behind the glass who's not even old enough to buy beer. And I'm like, look here, son, get out of the way. Adults are here to drink, you know? And the last time I went there, they're like, oh, it's a dry campus now. You can't drink on campus. I'm like, what the fuck's the point of going to this shithole then? You have a lake called Beer Lake. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a dry campus. Good luck with that.
So, yeah. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I've been to a party at State that made the Hockenhole and Theakston House look like they were holding church.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm telling you, I thought I knew what partying was over there, you know, Detroit, Redford area. No.
Well, no, because our parties usually went start drinking, then there's a fight, then you catch people fucking, then you got to stop some guy or guys from molesting some chick who's passed out. Then there's another fight. Then the cops come. Then we throw everyone out who we're not absolutely 100% cool with, and we scavenge all the rest of the booze and drink that till we all pass out. I mean, it was.
And they do it all again next weekend.
The next day. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, the next day.
I forgot about our 20s. You could do that shit consecutively.
We get woke up to Matt playing Bulls on Parade on the drums at 7 a.m, and I'm like, how are you alive at 7 a.m, let alone playing the drums, dude? We partied till 4. Well, yeah, and cocaine was not a factor in these parties. Like the heaviest drugs I ever saw was like weed. Like seriously. So I mean, like this was all just pure willpower. This was. We're going to do damage to the liver because it's evil and it needs to be punished. I mean, this is just...
Back in my band days, there were some times it's like, oh, sun's up. We should probably stop drinking and go home.
Oh, May's house in Detroit, sitting there on the porch drinking and been up for 2 days, just sitting there strumming a guitar and then all the neighbors walking by just shaking their head like, that's some crazy ass white folks. They've been doing that for 2 days. Shit.
Yeah, but I bet you didn't get fucked with. You put the vibe out to the neighborhood. Don't fuck with these honkies.
Are they out there again? No, they never left.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, the only time I saw one get up was to walk around the corner of the house and piss. That's it.
What's the old Dave Chappelle routine about the one white guy who hangs out with a bunch of black guys? He's the one you gotta look out for.
Yeah, he's done some fucked up shit to earn their respect.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was It was a good time. It was some good times in the house. We never got fucked with personally, and I mean there was some opportunities if someone wanted to, but to be honest with you, it was a very cool neighborhood, a very chill neighborhood. Like the first thing, I was there first day, and like the heads of the neighborhood, the elders, if you will, came over and introduced themselves and were like, okay, first of all, we ain't for no bullshit in this neighborhood. Don't think you're going to move in here and turn this into a crack house or a grow house or something. And we were like, well, I didn't say shit. But May was like, no, this is my house. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, number two, we don't call the cops in this neighborhood. We handle it ourselves, and we handle it well. And it was a week later I found out exactly what they meant, and they weren't bullshitting. Someone tried to break into and steal the guy's truck across the street, and he put 5 in the ground about a foot away from the guy. And that was the end of that. That guy didn't come back on that block. He went a couple blocks over and stole another car. So I was like, right, gotcha, okay.
Well, starting on won't be none.
Well, we're talking about party stories, so does that mean we're done?
We're just getting amped up for football.
I know.
You know, at some point, we really have to, before one of us die, which could be any minute now with Earl and me. We all need to get in the same room and just have a football Sunday. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
You guys are welcome anytime.
Okay, so in other words, we're traveling on Chris's dime.
Earl said they're coming to Wichita.
Yeah, Chris has been here already.
Yeah, I know.
Got a video of him playing Stairway to Heaven on my couch.
Yeah, the first time I'd picked up a guitar in like 5 years, you had to videotape it. Sure, it's great.
This is what Iceman does. Oh, you play guitar? And he rapes you with "I won't take no for an answer until you play guitar." And
it's like, fuck you! That's how we met.
Yeah, and you were like, "You play guitar? You got it with you? I gotta take you to my boy's house." I'm like, "I don't know who the fuck you are. Leave me alone." Like, in fact, I came heavy. I brought Ray. I was like, you handle the big guy. I'll handle the dude with the mushroom haircut. You know, like, motherfucker looks like a circumcised dick. And I'm like, get out of here. This dude.
And to this day, I still don't think I ever wanted to fuck with Ray Juilliard.
Well, don't have to worry about it now. He's
I know,
been gone for 4 years, so.
I'm just saying, though, that motherfucker, every time I looked at him, I'm like, he is crazier than batshit. That motherfucker's gone.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Is this guy gone, like, locked up or dead?
No, he's dead.
No, he's dead.
Oh,
but, Chris, he was a guy that when you looked at him, you just knew if, like, something went down, stand behind him. Now, you've seen the size of me, and I'm talking about, I would stand behind Ray because Ray just looks like he would start screaming and just start ripping people limb from fucking limb.
That's my buddy Rob. 6'5", like pushing 4 bills. Yeah, get behind him. He'll win.
Yeah. You ever seen Undercover Brother?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when they call Neil Patrick Harris a sissy? And he goes, "I am not a sissy!" And he smashes the guy's head. That's kind of how Ray fought.
Oh.
Ray would see some colors not found in nature, and you just get out of his way until he calmed down.
Seriously. He just looked like every time I looked at him, he just had this look like, I just want to fuck something up. Didn't have to be a person. Didn't have to be any type of object. He just looked like he would go to a wall and tear it down because it looked at him wrong. It's a fucking wall, dude. Calm down.
He was a nice, goofy guy until you got him mad. I tried so hard to get him to play some type of sport in high school, and he just wanted nothing to do. Leave me alone. I'm playing my Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm like, all right, be a school shooter. I'm trying to get you involved in extracurricular activity, but
no, but that's just it, man. You really needed to meet him, Chris, because I don't think you'd be a school shooter. I think you'd just walk into the fucking classroom and just start fucking slapping kids. And wait for one of them to say something to him, and then that would be the one he would completely dismember. He had that look, like just You really didn't want to make him mad. If you ever talked to Ray, it was very civil. There was no, bitch, what are you doing? No. You were always, hey, man, what's going on? How are you? Nice to see you again, Ray. All right.
Let's call him sir.
Yeah,
hello, sir.
Borderline. You were right there.
And we can't get a guy like this on the Lions? What the fuck?
I'm just saying, man. You just knew when you looked at the look in his eye that if you said one cross word, that was your ass. And there was nothing you were going to be able to do about it.
I'm telling you, this was years later. We were quickly approaching 30, and him and I met up. We were talking. He'd been out of state for a while. We started talking about. He's like, I really wish I'd have played some sort of sports. Looking back, he's like, if I could have channeled all the bullshit I had in high school into something like football, I might have actually, he goes, I don't think I'd have ever made the, pros or anything. He goes, but I think I'd actually might have had a chance to go to college on some sort of partial scholarship. He's like, I was so angry. And I'm like, you still are, asshole. What are you talking about?
And this is where you chimed in. If only someone had tried to get you into sports.
Oh, of course.
It was me.
Well, Chris, and the funniest part about it is he was dating a girl that I went to high school with. And I looked at her and I'm like, how? Because she was the smallest. No. She was the smallest, skinniest, quiet little Asian chick.
It's like when you see the picture of Shaq with his girlfriend.
I was just going to say Shaq and his wife.
And you're like, huh?
How does that even work? Well, I guess skin is
even
flexible.
Well, no, I'm just thinking it's not even sexually, but sexually wasn't the answer. She's never on bottom, but here nor there. How can that little girl be side by side with that big motherfucker and be okay? But then I realized I was that motherfucker because I looked at Sarah and then looked at me and I was like, oh, I got it now. I get it.
Probably felt protected and all that psychological bullshit.
Yep.
I will say this and then I will end the conversation about Ray, please. There were some daddy issues there on our first. So I think the protective thing is you hit the nail on the head, buddy. So. All right, so we are way off topic. Yeah. So let's end this.
Sports was a while ago, and if you're still around, good for you. You made it. Just reminding everybody that we're on Spotify, Spreaker.com, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, ChristopherMedia.net. You can find us on Twitter at SportYPodcast. You can always email us at sport@ChristopherMedia.net. We're back weekly because football's back. God damn, I can't wait. I'm going to be watching the Hall of Fame game while we're doing Unregimented tomorrow. I don't give a shit because it's football. So, thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll catch you next week.
All right, later, guys.
Peace out, y'all.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Our business needs vans, lots of vans, and Europcar meets our day-to-day needs all across the country, providing our company with the ideal selection of small, medium or large vans and trucks, and even bespoke commercial vehicles delivered directly to our premises.
From our 22 nationwide locations, Europcar supplies Irish businesses with an unrivaled range of vans, 4x4 pickups, 4-seater commercial SUVs and double cab tippers. With 9,000 vehicles in our fleet, there's no demand we can't fulfill. Europcar, moving your way.
Everyone shouts about how fast their broadband is.
We're fast, mega fast, stupid fast, almost too fast.
But what do they say about reliability? Well, Dublin, with Virgin Media you get both. Ireland's fastest broadband network and 99.9% network reliability. Reliability at speed. See virginmedia.ie.
Terms and conditions apply. Ireland's fastest broadband network as awarded by Ookla. Network reliability. See virginmedia.ie/proof.
ChristopherMedia.net.
If you like this show, please tell a friend. Please make sure to rate and comment on all your favorite Christopher Media shows. Please follow us on Twitter and like and share us on Facebook. You can subscribe to all ChristopherMedia.net shows for free on ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you for listening, and thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Worried about mom or dad falling? The Symphony Medical Alert System from CVS Health helps make their home safer, even if you can't be there. Symphony works with voice activation or a care button they can opt to wear, along with smart sensors for coverage around the home. With 24/7 emergency response and an app to tie it all together, you can monitor your loved one's well-being for enhanced peace of mind. Terms and conditions apply. Learn more about Symphony at cvs.com/symphony or find it at your nearest CVS Health Hub.
It's Sierra, new ambassador for WW, Weight Watchers Reimagined. The new My WW Plus, our most holistic program ever, helps you tackle the many elements that contribute to weight loss with tools to plan meals and get you moving.
Join today with a limited time offer at WW.com.